Hello everybody and welcome to our Thursday story. First we start with our hello song to say hello to everybody. So I've got my basket and in my basket I've got all my flags from all our friends all over the world. So let's choose 3 to say hello to. We're going to say hello in French for our friends in France and we're going to say hello in Arabic for our friends in the United Arab Emirates. That's where I am now. And we're going to say hello to our friends from Kenya. And we're going to say hello to them in their language called Swahili. Right, let's get started. Let's say hello to our Swahili friends. Jambo, jambo sana, jambo sana, jambo. Marhaba, marhaba kul wahed, marhaba kul wahed, marhaba. That was Arabic for the United Arab Emirates. And the last one, France. Let's say hello in French. Bonjour, bonjour mon ami, bonjour mon ami, bonjour. There we go. Right, let's get ready. I want to show you quickly one more flag because this flag has got something to do with today's story. Here we go. Can anybody remember which country's flag this is? I heard a little boy with blonde hair who speaks very good German. I heard him say Germany. And he's right because he lives there. Him and his brother and sister, they live in Germany. And today's story was actually written in the language German. The first time that this author wrote the story, it was in German. He didn't write it in English. But then he asked a lady called Judy Waite, and he said to her, listen, I want everybody to enjoy my story. So I would like you to read the German and then translate it and write it for me in English so that teachers like Miss Anna and all her friends can read it to you. So, Klaus Baumgart, he lives in a city called Frankfurt in Germany, and he wrote this beautiful story called Laura's Star. And you know what? The little boy I told you that recognized the flag, his mum is one of my best friends and her name is Laura. Can you believe it? I know, what a coincidence. So we are going to read Laura's Star by Klaus Baumgart. You know what I love about the front cover and inside? Look at that. Look how shiny. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. I love shiny things. Let's see what happens. Oh, there's some more sparkles here. Look at that. Let me turn it like that. Beautiful. Look at all those sparkles, especially this one. So sparkly and shiny. I wonder if that could be Laura's Star. Laura's Star by Klaus Baumgart. English text by Judy Waite. I wish I had a friend, sighed Laura as she gazed out of her bedroom window. Someone special to share all my secrets with. But there was no one listening. Only the distant stars that winked and glittered like tiny jewels in the night sky. Suddenly, something caught Laura's eye. A streak of silver came whirling and twisting through the darkness towards her. She gasped as it spun past her window, so close she could almost touch it. Something wonderful, something magical was happening. Laura quickly put on her dressing gown and slippers, and she hurried downstairs. Can you see it? So close to her window, she could almost touch it. Outside on the shadowy pavement lay a little star, fizzing sparks and colours like a giant sparkler. You're beautiful, Laura whispered as she tiptoed towards it. There it is. But look! Can you see something different? I see it too. Oh no. A point of the star had broken, snapped off when it hit the ground. Don't worry, Laura told it as she gently carried it back indoors. I'll soon make you better. And up in her bedroom, she managed to stick the little star together again. Look, she's got her doctor's kit and some plasters. She's fixing the star. Yes. Oh, wow. This is so special. Later, Laura told the little star all her secrets, and it seemed to sparkle more brightly than ever, as if it were listening, as if it was understanding. And as Laura drifted off to sleep, she knew she'd found a special friend at last. When Laura woke the next morning, the space on her pillow was empty. The little star was gone. Laura was desperate. She searched under the quilt and scrabbled through the drawers and the cupboards. She climbed high to the top of the wardrobe and she crawled low beneath the bed. But it was no good. She couldn't find the little star anywhere. Oh no. Laura felt cold and empty, as if all the light had drained out of her. Surely the wonderful little star hadn't been only a dream. When Laura came home from the playground, Mum and Dad tried their best to cheer her up. "How about your favourite jelly?" said Dad. "Don't you like my funny hat?" said Mum. Laura couldn't answer, couldn't tell them why she was so sad. Her star had gone forever. She hadn't even said goodbye. She's miserable. That night, as Laura climbed wearily up to bed, she saw a strange glow flickering from her room. Hardly daring to hope, she pushed the door open. The sudden blaze of light was dazzling. The little star was back just where she'd left it, shining like 1,000 diamonds. At first, Laura could only stand and stare. Then, suddenly, joyfully, she ran towards it. "I know what happened," she cried. "Stars only come out at night. You must have been there all the time and I just couldn't see you. I should have known you wouldn't leave me without saying goodbye." Oh, she's so happy now, isn't she? Laura and the little star had a wonderful time. They played games and did tricks, and Laura read it to her favourite book. But Laura slowly noticed something. The little star began to feel cold in her hand, as if it were fading away. See, she's holding it. She's using it like a flashlight to shine on her storybook. But something's happening. Laura stroked the little star gently with her fingertips as it grew colder still. She felt the longing in it, and suddenly she understood why her little star was dying. Laura chose her 4 best balloons. There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. And carefully tied them to the little star. "Be safe," she whispered as she opened the window and she let go of the strings. "And be happy." Slowly, the balloons drifted up into the darkness, and the little star twinkled at Laura as it grew smaller and smaller, until at last it joined the other stars in the midnight sky. She's being very brave, isn't she? Letting go of the star. Laura didn't feel sad anymore, for her star was back where it belonged. Each night when she went to bed, she could whisper her secrets into the darkness, knowing that the little star was somewhere out there listening. The end. Did you love it? Oh, me too. I love the story. And this story makes me think of being brave, makes me think of not being scared when I sometimes feel a little bit lonely or sad, because there's always somebody listening and knowing how you feel. And you can tell your adults in your house when you feel a little bit sad and lonely and you feel like you don't have a friend like Laura did in the beginning. And you can tell your mum, your parents at home that you feel like that, and they can talk to you about it. So don't feel that you are all by yourself. You're never. We love you very much and have a lovely, lovely weekend.